Hello everyone, it's Noel from Noel's Nook, bringing you day one of my Inktober journey. First of all, I have to apologize for my head once again invading the camera space. I realized probably midway through painting when my head bumped the camera that I was probably gonna show up in the footage. This actually happens to be my first Inktober. Once I saw all over the place last year and prompts started to show up, I decided that I wanted to actually try to participate for several reasons personally. One was the idea of drawing would actually be so helpful for me practicing, and especially for getting me out of this art slump I happen to be in right now. I can't really seem to figure out what to draw. So I decided this would be a pretty good challenge for myself. And two, I think it would be an awesome opportunity for me to actually get the hang of trying to upload a video every day. It's obviously going to be really difficult and hard work, but I think it would be really good for me to try at least get the hang of editing videos quicker. So I really think that's something that I'll benefit from at the end of this. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's 31 days of this. It's going to be a very long month. Now I'm actually participating in a couple of different prompts, or not really participating at this, well, I guess you could say I'm participating at the same time. I just took several different prompts that I saw and I'm getting ideas from a couple of them, and I will of course put those prompts in the description box below, and they will be available in all of the videos that I will hopefully post during this month. Today's prompt, of course, is inspired by Elentori. She posted her own Inktober prompt list, and today was Mermaid. Now I know Mermaid was a thing back in May, and I never actually got to participate in that, unfortunately, so I'm kind of sort of redeeming myself with this. So I started off by laying down some Prismacolor Col-Erase in gray, and I did that off camera because I actually did a lot of thumbnailing for this month, because I just kind of wanted to get a general idea of what I was going to be drawing, what I was going to be getting myself into, really. So I decided to draw a mermaid who was just waking up, getting out of bed, and I kind of like it. I liked the general position I put her in, but I'm not really happy with how it turned out, and we will talk about that right now. I was actually really hurting for time today because I needed to do some personal chores and things, and then I had a birthday party, a surprise birthday party to go to today, and I didn't really kind of plan for time very well. So since I was doing ink wash, you really need to let that kind of dry before you start laying other layers on top, or else you're not gonna get as much of a gradient effect. And I didn't want all of the layers to be muddled, so I wanted them to definitely dry really well, and I think that was kind of part of what was hurting me for time today. And at one point I realized that the gray colored pencil was starting to fade, and I couldn't really see where my line work was anymore. So at that point I decided to use my Uni pen and start to outline, and I think that was kind of where everything went downhill, because I went and stupidly laid another layer of ink wash right on top of it, thinking that, it should be dry by now. I could do this now. Well, her tail started bleeding, and then it kind of just went from there. So her hair probably got the brunt of it, and that's kind of why I went in with the brush pen later. And I kind of like how her hair turned out. Her hair was definitely a challenge for me, because hair, like I said at the beginning of the year, has never been something that I am good at. But I'm pretty proud of how her hair turned out. It looks like she's underwater, and it's got movement to it. It could be better, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Then I tried to do a little bit of cross hatching just to deepen some of the shadows a little bit more, and that's kind of sloppy looking, and I'm really just hoping that it's just because it's the first day and that the rest of my prompts aren't going to be as bad. But you know what, we'll just chalk it up to that's just how my style is, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow will be better, because It's always after you're done with your piece that you start to look at all the faults and stuff. I just realized I didn't really put a bra on my mermaid, but I didn't also define the mermaid as male or female, so it can go either way. The bubbles, I didn't really finish the bubbles either. The hair could have been more defined, some of the shading could have been more defined, but you know what, I was just feeling so stressed out and I was feeling so pressed for time that I just kind of wanted to finish it and end my pain and my misery. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as bad, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I give you my fondest wishes, and I hope you have an awesome day. See you tomorrow.